So obviously, big win for the home opener tonight. This is the first 2-0 start for the program since the 14-15 season. So it's been a while since that. So just opening statement, thoughts coming out of that one.
Yeah, the first thing on my mind right now is this crowd was incredible tonight. Really want to give a shout out and a thank you to Vandal Nation that came out, brought good energy all night. The Idaho Vandals chant was going. The student section was rocking. Just really thought that was a great environment, great way to start off the season at home. Big picture that this game for us is about the word consistency. You know, we weren't great coming out of it in the first half. I think you got to give some credit to them. They made some shots. They played physical and tough and did some good things, but we didn't have a great first 20 minutes in terms of playing our principles and doing what we do. But I thought we did a great job in the second half of responding correctly, making the right adjustments. Credit to our guys for kind of the internal leadership, and we moved this thing in the right direction. So a lot of good performances up and down the roster. I think we showed our depth tonight, which is a big deal as well. And so we're just excited to be 2-0 and take this thing forward.
Yeah. Well, Jackson, I mean, you guys have scored over 85 points total in each of your first two games on average. What do you have to say about, you know, your guys' ball movement and the ability to set up good shots?
I think just playing together as a team, you know, trusting one another, you know, keeping the ball moving, and, you know, not being stagnant with it. I think having our big guys in the middle, being able to go inside out really helps us a lot to set up those open shots and get open guys. This
was your first game playing in the ICCU arena, huge game. 8 field goals on only 10 attempts, scored 19 points with 4 rebounds. What do you have to say about, you know, making that statement coming out here in your first home game?
I think just trusting my teammates, you know, trusting in our offense and the game plan, and just getting to my spots and scoring when I'm open and passing when I'm not.
Coach, you guys were absolutely excellent tonight from the free throw line. I mean, what do you have to say about the fact that, I mean, 88.9% from the line on 18 attempts, pretty good sample size?
Yeah, we're a good shooting team. You know, I think our guys trust it because they put in the work. We've got some really good player development coaches that work these guys out every single day and make sure they're feeling confident in their games. And, you know, when you're at home, you got to shoot the ball well. And I think our guys trust it in here, right? They know the rims, they know the feel. And I think they showed it. You know, we got some great free throw shooters up and down the roster, and then the efficiency that Ras was talking about is a big deal too. You know, 8 for 10 from the field is a huge number for him, and we need to continue to be efficient and make the right decisions around the rim.
We talked about, you know, the depth on this team, having Miles Clapper and Isaiah Brickner coming in combined for 25 points. I mean, what does that do for you guys? I mean, obviously playing against a D3 school might not be the best indicator of what's to come. You know, once you get into Big Sky play, but how is the depth going to impact your guys' ability to compete?
Yeah, our superpower this year as a team is our togetherness, right? Our guys really care about each other. They're extremely cohesive on and off the court. And so, you know, we only went 8 deep in Washington State, but everybody in our locker room knew that if we needed Isaiah, if we needed Miles, if we needed you, and if we needed Aiden, those guys could step up and make plays for us. So, you know, Trey went down. Chris Gonzalez went down, so those guys weren't playing today. Other guys stepped up, and we feel very confident that we're deep and that guys can make plays when we need them to.
Any update on Trey?
Yeah, he'll be fine. Yeah, he's got some stitches.
Okay. And you know, Jackson had a huge game. Definitely, if I would say so, he doesn't look like a freshman out there.
Yeah.
Looked very comfortable out there.
He doesn't even do his interviews like a freshman. He's got some wily to that.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, how big is it that you guys were able to land him?
Yeah, you know, Ras. From the minute I got here, I think Ras was our #1 recruit, right? We you know, spent a lot of time getting to know him, getting to know his family, and recruiting is all about fit, and this is the right fit for Ras. He's got great people around him. We trust him. We believe in him. He's able to just work hard every day and grow and grow and grow. So we knew he'd be ready to make an impact right away. But the great thing about Ras is he's nowhere near his ceiling. He's got great basketball ahead of him. He's going to keep growing, keep getting better. So great performance from him tonight. You're right. He's physical. He's tough. But to me, his best quality is his coachability. He can pick up things very quickly and make adjustments, and that's a huge strength.
Jackson's my first time getting a chance to talk to you. I mean, obviously you're a huge recruit, biggest recruit in the Big Sky this year as a freshman. What stood out about Coach Pribble and the Idaho program to you?
I think just the trust that we made from the very beginning when we started recruiting. I think, you know, it just felt like home from the first moment we talked. You know, and just me wanting to stay close to home was also another big factor. But yeah.
Coach, I mean, it's just something I noticed. Jack Payne coming out in the second half, drills a 3 right away.
Yeah. And
that's something that happened a few times against WSU. You come out of a timeout and set up a 3 for Payne on the first possession.
Yeah.
How does that help you guys really claim the momentum coming out of a break?
Yeah, Jack's made a big adjustment for us this year. He's playing on the wing. Last year he played at the 4, and so it was a little bit easier at times last year to create open threes just out of the flow of our offense because bigger, slower players were guarding him. Now he's on the wing, and we got to be a little more creative to make sure he can get his threes off. But he had 7 three-point attempts against Washington State, shot the ball great, and his teammates find him. You know, I think we have a lot of weapons, but his ability to stretch the court for us is definitely one of those weapons.
And you talked about how last year, you know, one of the struggles was, you know, being able to penetrate, be physical in the paint. How do you feel about what you saw from Brody Rowbury tonight and just his touch on those floaters and hook shots that he's got going on?
Yeah, the inside presence, the inside-out threat that Ras was talking about earlier is a big emphasis for us this year. Obviously, we had a size advantage against these guys. We needed to make sure that the ball was going inside, and I think they did a really good job being efficient down there. They also ran a post double at us, which we were prepared for, and they made really good decisions when the double came. Did a good job making decisions and finding the open man. So yeah, this is a good opportunity for us to prove that we can really score the ball inside, not just shoot the 3 like we did last year.
Jackson, what was it like, you know, leading up to this game, preparing for this team, having them, you know, not having played a game yet, and what was it like, you know, trying to, you know, defend against a team that shoots so many threes? 18 of their first 22 shot attempts were from beyond the arc.
And just locking in, trusting the scout that our coaches had for us. You know, and just making sure those guys who are shooters that they get no shots up and just having an early stick on every shot.
That's all I got for you guys.
Good.
Good. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it. Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
All good. Yeah, we're good.